In light of everything that is happening with Nike right now on Amazon, if you do not know, watch the videos that I released the previous days. Nike is getting regated for, not regated, but actually restricted for new Amazon sellers. And maybe, probably not, but maybe it is going to get gated for new sellers on Amazon. For all sellers on Amazon. It looks like for legacy sellers like myself, we are going to be fine, but it could, what could happen is that we actually, Nike gets restricted again, right? So in light of all this, a lot of people have been freaking out, okay? Saying that, it's probably the end for online arbitrage. And also there's one thing, and this is really the reason why I hate Amazon Twitter, because there are some people that say, because here's the thing that really pissed me off, all right? The way people defend their business model on Twitter, it's their religion, okay? So they will go at crazy lengths to actually defend their business model. And so you have people saying, oh, with everything that's happening with Nike.com, with Nike on Amazon, I'm sorry, it is your daily reminder to actually start doing private labeling. All right, and in my opinion, this is the dumbest statement that you can ever make, because this is really an uninformed opinion. Because what a lot of people are trying to say, and you see this not only on YouTube, but you see that way more on Twitter and all those other social media, is that reselling, whether it is online arbitrage or wholesale, is not really scalable because you do not build a brand and you are actually reselling other brands' products. This is the main argument. You are actually reselling other people, and I'm sorry because I'm opening a page at the same time because I'm getting the video ready. I do this one shot, so I'm getting the rest of the video ready as I am talking to you guys. But the main argument is that arbitrage, even wholesale, are going to die and are subpar business model because you do not have your own brand, right? Which is really, in my opinion, a dumb way to it's really a dumb way to actually it's really, really a dumb way to actually see and it's really a bad understanding of how business work, in my opinion. All right, and I'm going to explain to you guys exactly why. All right, so if you actually we are going to actually look at the data. Okay, we are actually going to look at the data, see what the data is telling us, and also regarding people freaking out about, because all this is coming back into the front scene pretty much because of the Nike situation. And the truth is that if you actually look at the numbers, okay, even if Nike gets gated for everybody, it is not the end of the world. Why am I saying that? First, because before we actually got ungated in Nike, a lot of us guys, before you guys actually thought, before all the Nike ungates and all that stuff was easy, it was common knowledge, it was not. We were doing just fine selling on Amazon, okay, without Nike, okay? So even if it's the case, even if everybody gets regated, it doesn't mean that Amazon arbitrage is dead, okay? That's the first thing, because there's 350, and I'm reading my notes, okay? There's 300, because for this video, I got a few notes because there's numbers, and I want those numbers to be correct for you guys. There's 350 million listings on Amazon, okay? Selling on Amazon currently, there's 350 million listings. 1.2 million of those listings are Nike listings. So it's only 0.3% of everything that is selling on Amazon, that is Nike. So even if you guys are making a big deal on potentially losing 0.3% of the opportunities to sell stuff on Amazon. And of course, it will be a little bit lower because a lot of the other listings are private labeled, all that stuff are restricted listing. But you get what I'm saying. At the end of the day, it's just a small percentage. So you guys are freaking out about 0.3% of the listings on Amazon. And just for you to realize, okay, how small 0.3% is. If you I'm not even going to go with this argument. Let's just go further. Okay, let's just go further with this. So, if you actually look, and we are going to look at my computer. Okay, if you actually look at the top, and I'm going to address the argument saying that, this is a subpar business model, actually reselling other people's brands and reselling. When I talk about reselling, I'm talking about whether it's arbitrage or wholesale, because at the end of the day, you are selling somebody else's brand. And the main argument is that it is not a viable business model long term, okay? Let's look at how accurate this statement is. Spoiler alert, it is a really dumb statement. And by the way, here's what I want to say. the average Amazon seller, and the average Amazon seller is actually super dumb. Okay, I guarantee that the average Amazon seller is dumber than the average American. Okay, why am I saying this? I'm saying this because what you see, and it may be your story, and I'm sorry if it offends you, and it's not because it is that you are actually dumb, but what you see a lot is that people having success on Amazon, and people that actually start selling on Amazon, and it's fine if it's you, or people that are actually, a lot of those people are people that actually start selling on Amazon because they want to make a little extra cash because, you know, they do not earn enough money, whether it is from your job, because they do not have a lot of qualification, and so they start looking at Amazon, and you know, so it's people with potentially lower IQs. And here's what I want to say. Even if, you know, I'm talking about average, but the truth is that I talked to a lot of Amazon sellers that are actually bright people. But what I would say is that the standard deviation is way bigger. So you have people that are extremely smart, but on the other side, you have people that are extremely dumb. Okay, when it comes to selling on Amazon, you have the worst kind of business-minded people actually getting success on Amazon, since it's that easy. Okay, it's that easy to get started. It's that easy to actually get some success on Amazon doing arbitrage, and because of that, you have really dumb people that have their voice amplified. All right, and also you have also super smart people. But a lot of the super smart people are not that active on social media. Yes, there are some of them that are actually active on social media, a lot of smart people, but a lot of dumb people as well. All right, and yes, I'll keep my statement. The average Amazon seller is dumber than the average American. Okay, it's way more dumb. All right, I said it. Okay, and for that reason, you have a lot of dumb opinions on the subject. So, if we were to actually look at the data, if we look at the top 50, and it's going to be a little bit boring because we are going to look at studies, we are going to look at numbers, and I know you guys want to have those entertaining videos. You want to see, you know, you're not on YouTube to learn stuff. You're on YouTube to actually be entertained. This is not going to be this type of video. I mean, it's going to be a little bit entertaining because I'm a little bit pissed off at the stupidity of some sellers, and it may be entertaining for a few of you guys to see me pissed off. But yeah, if you actually look at the top 50 global retailers, okay, I'm going to give you the exact numbers, okay? 34 of those global retailers are general retailers reselling other people's brands, okay? And 16 of them are brand-focused retailers, such as, so a brand-focused retailer would be something like Apple, okay, H&M, and let me see. So Apple is not even on the list, but you get what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Like, so it looks like it's even less than this. Yeah, Apple is actually there. Intex is there. It's not Intex, it's Inditex. But like 34, and you guys will not know a lot of those brands because a lot of those brands are Aldi is getting in the US, but a lot of those brands are European brands. Okay, such as Deleuze. Deleuze is like, it's like, let's call it, I don't know, Kroger, maybe, okay? It's pretty much the same thing. Carrefour is like Publix in France, Belgium, and like Western Europe countries. But like, yeah, so if you actually look at it, like 34 of the top 50, which is 68%, are stores that actually resell other brands, okay? That have, of course, they are not doing arbitrage, but they are reselling other brands. And so when it comes to the argument that a business is not sustainable long-term, reselling other people's brand, that you actually need to build your own brand, it's super dumb as a statement, okay? No, I know what you are going to say, okay? Because a lot of these stores, such as Walmart, that is first on this list, a lot of these stores are actually selling their own private label brands as well, okay? And here's my rebuttal, okay? According to Nielsen, okay, you can actually look at this study right there that was done in 2022. So it was for 2022, but the numbers have not doubled, okay? And even if they doubled, like, it would be insignificant, okay? It would not defeat the argument, all right? So according to this study, okay, Nielsen, if you do not know them, it's basically a database of consumer buying behavior, okay? And they make studies on consumer behavior, all right? And so 19% 19% of, and let me get the exact wording. Okay, so I do not have the exact wording, but pretty much 19% of everything that sells at those general retailers, such as Walmart, it's only 19% of their sales that goes towards that is from their private label brands, from their white label brands. Okay, so even if we look at this, we can see that the biggest retailers are actually, most of the biggest retailers, like more than 68% of the biggest retailers are actually general retailers. So the statement that it's not a sustainable long-term business model reselling other brands and that it's actually better to create your own brands, it looks like it's not true. Actually, at that scale, it looks like it's not necessarily true. All right, so it is really a dumb statement. And even if you take into account the fact that they do have private label brands, it's only like, it's not even 1/5 of their revenue that is coming from those brands. Okay, it's not even 1/5 of their revenue. So most of their revenue, like more than 80% of their revenue, is coming from reselling other brands instead of their brands. So it's really a dumb way. It's really a dumb statement, and I hope that this video, if anybody ever say this shit again with private labeling, that it's not that the way to go is private labeling because we need to create your own brand, blah blah blah, all that stuff. The truth is that if you are not running at huge scales, if you do not have a lot of money to invest, you are going to create meaningless brands anyway. Okay, and so the amount of leverage that you are going to get does not even make sense. All right, it's not like it's going to be a better business model. I mean, the only thing that you need is more capital. Okay, you need more capital, and so except if you have tens of thousands of dollars to invest into a product. I mean, I did private labeling. I actually started by private labeling. I was able to get some success with it. Okay, the truth is that you do not need to build a huge brand to do private labeling. If you have the means to build a huge brand and to take the risk to do it, of course, it is going to be better. If you can build the next Yeti, yeah, this is Yeti. If you can build the next Yeti, what's the name of the other brands? Of the other brand making like the water bottle. I actually forgot that everybody is buying. I forgot, like all those white girls are getting like the huge bottles. I sold a few of them. I actually forgot. But Stanley, here we go. Stanley, if you can build the next Stanley, if you can build the next Yeti, or if you have really revolutionizing ID, yeah, it would make sense to go with private labeling. But if you are just going to do private label to create some meaningless brands, such as, I don't know, like, yes, you can create products that solve specific issues, but at the end of the day, you do not have the means to create meaningful brands, okay? Except if you have some business experience under your belt, okay? Because do not believe that you are going to start from beginner and like most of the time you are going to do private labeling, you are going to start building like bullshit ass brands, okay? Small brands that nobody cares about and that are easily replaceable. All right, and this is going to be the truth. And I'm sorry to tell you guys, it is the truth. You're probably not a business genius. Okay, if you were, we would probably know it. And but you can build that experience to reach that point. But discarding arbitrage and wholesale because saying that it's inferior models to actually private labeling and creating your own brand is not true. And people defending private labeling that way it's really dumb. In my opinion, it's really, really dumb, okay? And especially, since, because you can say, oh, yeah, it's the truth, but like online arbitrage is really a business model that is endorsed. Online arbitrage it's not less of a business model as wholesale. And in my opinion, the line between wholesale and private labeling, wholesale and online arbitrage is quite blurry. And people try to distinguish them, is really trying to distinguish them, but like the line is really blurry and you can go from one business model to another and you can actually take advantage of both business models at the same time, So, and in my opinion, it stays under the umbrella of reselling anyways, okay? Because this is really the way I'm trying to see reselling. It's just the only thing that changes where you actually, it's your inventory procurement, okay? Pretty much. But yeah, do not be that guy, do not be dumb, and like do not give up to the pressure and do not try to, because here's the thing, I actually saw a really interesting video from Ali Abdal yesterday. He was talking about how to actually get, and you should watch this video, it's super interesting, and I'll make a whole video on that subject. But he was talking about It was a video on how to actually get more done. It was coming from a book, okay? The book is the 12 week, whatever. It's how to get more done in 12 days or 12 weeks than most people do in 1 year, okay? And pretty much like the first point that the book was making is that you know what you need to be successful, okay? It's the example that the book was using was about getting fit, okay? Most Americans are fat, okay? Most Americans are out of shape, okay? A lot of Americans are actually trying, okay, to get in shape. And the truth is that getting in shape is not that difficult. You know exactly what you need to do. You need to exercise more and you need to eat better, all right? That's it. And even though it's actually quite simple, the only reason why most people do not reach their goal, and it's going to go back to Amazon and to business, right? The only reason why people do not reach their goal is not the lack of information. The real reason is the lack of action, okay? Because it's simple. You just need to take action on that thing that you know, because you know how to do it. With Amazon, it's the exact same thing, okay? With online arbitrage, same thing. You need to find products that are cheaper than what the products that are discounted and sell them on Amazon, okay? You need to manufacture your margins. That's it. You need to be sourcing and find multiple products a day to build a database of product, all right? That's easy. That's one thing that you need to do. You have all the information that you need if you want to actually start selling on Amazon. Of course, it's going to be long because you need to figure out sales cycle and all that stuff. If you do not have anyone to teach you, if you need somebody to teach you, join my coaching, okay? Either book a call with me or get on my group mentorship. There's a link in the description. But it's quite easy, okay? Like, you know exactly what you need to do, but you guys do not do it, and then you move to the next shiny object and you switch business model after business model after business model, and this is why you never get success. That's the only thing. Like, you can get success with online arbitrage, you can get success with retail arbitrage, you can get success with private label, you can get success with books. Okay, of course, some of those models will be a little bit harder to scale when you reach a certain amount of revenue. And so it might make sense to actually do an hybrid of the three first business model. Okay, when you start books, retail arbitrage, online arbitrage. But at one point, you should actually move to, I truly believe that you should move from retail arbitrage to online arbitrage to facilitate your sourcing. Okay, and then yes, of course, then but the point at which you can actually move from online arbitrage to wholesale or private labeling is way further away. Okay, and you can actually go back to books to run a book operation at a bigger scale. But the only real just take action, you'll be fine. If you cannot sell Nike anymore, that's fine. That's just 0.3% of the Amazon catalog. You'll be 100% fine. All right, so yeah, just do what you're supposed to do, all right? And do not listen to, by the way, here's what I would do. If I were you, I would actually leave Amazon Trader, because there's a lot of dumb opinions on Amazon Trader, okay? And so, just build your circle, okay? Just build your circle of sellers, of knowledgeable sellers. Start networking with people that seems to be smart, okay? Do not necessarily try to network with the people that are the loudest, okay? Because you're not looking for clout, okay? You are looking to grow your Amazon business, okay? If you are looking for clout and you want it to become an influencer, I would understand. But what most of you guys are actually looking for is growing your Amazon business. Try to network with the people that seems to have some knowledge about stuff and that are really knowledgeable, okay? Do not necessarily look for people that are the loudest. And a lot of the time, people that are the loudest are actually not that knowledgeable, okay? They are just talking louder than everybody. And so they are just better at communicating their points, and it does not mean that their points are actually correct, okay? So try to network, try to build a network, talk to people. If you see that someone seems dumb, stop talking to them. And but as soon as you're able to build your circle, I would actually leave the Amazon Trader, okay? A lot of bad opinions. And and this is what I've never tried, okay, to be on Amazon Trader, to be honest. And I'm not even going on Twitter anymore that much. But bad place to be. Bad place to be. A lot of dumb advice. Just build your circle. You'll be fine. All right, so thank you for watching this video until here. If you watch until here, leave a pineapple emoji in the comments, and I'll see you tomorrow for a new video, because I release daily videos, you guys already know. All right, thank you for watching.